Greetings! In this video, we're going to talk about slope so we could talk about the rate of change. Hey, let's get started. So there are really three different types of slopes. There's a slope that's negative, there's a slope that's zero, there's a slope that's positive. How do you tell them apart? It's pretty easy. You read them left to right. So if it's going down, it's negative. If it's staying flat, it's zero. If it's going up, it's positive. Keep these three slopes in mind as we move forward. So let's take a look at these two graphs. These graphs both show increasing functions. They're increasing because as you're reading these graphs from left to right, they're going up. All right, so they're both increasing, but let's start talking about the slopes of various spots along the curve. Like, let's say if I grab 2 points next to each other, I'm trying to get used to this thing. Let's see, I got 2 points. And if I connect these 2 points with the segment, you could see that this segment is fairly flat. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, let's grab now two other points that are close to each other and connect them. Okay, it's not as flat. As a matter of fact, it looks like it's fairly positive. And then over here, if you grab 2 points fairly close next to each other and you connect them with a segment, you can see what's happening here if you just look at these three lines separately. You've got a flat line, this line is more raised up, and this one's even really more raised up. So we say that the rate of change is increasing. It's an increasing curve and the rate of change is increasing. Okay, now look over here. This curve is increasing because it's going up over as we read it left to right. But watch this. If you grab these 2 points fairly close next to each other, I get a very steep line. I mean, it's very positive there. If I grab these 2 points and I connect them, it's not as steep as this part. It's less steep over here. And then finally over here, if I grab these 2 points and I connect them, I could see that this line is even less steep than this. So it's very steep, less steep, and this is almost flat. It's going from positive to almost a zero slope. So it may be an increasing function, but the rate of change is going down. The rate of change. So these slopes are not as steep. Okay, so this is a decreasing rate of change. Let's take a look at a couple more. Here we have two graphs. These two graphs are decreasing. They're decreasing because as you read the graphs from left to right, they're both going down. But there's a huge difference between these 2 points. Let's say I grab a point here and I grab a point here, 2 points that are very close to each other, connect them, I have a fairly flat looking line. If I grab these 2 points, draw a segment, and you can see that definitely is a negative slope. This is a negative slope, but this one's more negative. And then this one's going to be even more steep in a negative direction. So you go from a slope of almost zero to very negative slope. These slopes are going down. So the rate of change is decreasing. All right, over here, let's grab this guy. I'm going to grab these 2 points next to each other, connect them. That's a very negative slope. I go over here, grab these 2 points, connect them, and I have a less negative slope. And over here, if I grab these 2 points, connect them, I have a slope that's close to zero. So you're going from a very negative slope to almost zero. This actually is increasing in its rate of change. The rate of change is increasing. Okay, that's very strange, right? So whether a curve is increasing or decreasing has nothing to do with how the rate of change changes. And that's what we're looking at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a link in the video description, and you'll see something there for a quizmaster. The quizmaster will allow you to practice this skill with some graphs, okay? So make sure you go to mathguide.com, check out our lessons, videos, and interactive quizzes. We've got hundreds. Hundreds. Check them out. God, I hope you like that, that intro. God, I love it. There's a little bang to it. Oh, man. It's awesome. Love this videos. Why are you still here, man? Check out my more MATHguide stuff.